I think I accidentally stopped the recording. I don't know why. I think I stopped recording when I stopped talking about GTA 6. So it looks like we may have a two-part podcast unless I can edit this together. Oops. I think I actually literally hit stop recording when I finished covering GTA 6. I don't know why I did that. Oops. Let me confirm that. Yep, I did. I don't know why. Oh well. Well, maybe I'll try to edit these two together. We'll see. Anyway, after having played everything that I've been playing on PC for many months, and by the time GTA 6 comes out, it'll be like another year. I'm going to be pretty disappointed if this thing is running at 30 frames on PS5 Pro. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. I received another $2 tip. Do you think GTA 6 will have references to Tommy Vercetti? Well, you see, there's this weird thing because there's this disagreement. Some people seem to feel that GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas were a trilogy. And then GTA 4, 5, and 6 will be a trilogy. And so those games will have ties, but they won't have crossovers. Yet we just saw that Phil from GTA Vice City and GTA San Andreas is apparently in this game, GTA 6. We know that Laszlo, who was in all the GTAs, was in GTA 5. So it doesn't really make sense, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I guess we'll find out. Okay. All right, so that's what I got for today. So now we have a full half hour to just chill. Remember, originally I wasn't doing a podcast today. So the whole fact that I did this kind of out of nowhere was kind of shocking. Okay. So let's see what you guys want to talk about. Please tag me in the chat. We'll do some Q&A. And remember, 2 goals away from doing the Viewer's Choice Marathon tomorrow. Okay? So let's get it going. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Phil from Vice City would be 120 years old today. Well, there you go. Maybe he is. Maybe he's cybernetic, right? Will I buy the collector's edition and unbox it on stream? I don't know. If you guys wanted me to buy the collector's edition and unbox it on stream, maybe I would. I mean, I don't see the real reason to have a physical edition of anything anymore, since everything is just a download code anyway, but I guess we'll have to see. Okay? We don't know what's in it yet either. Remember, I bought the GTA 5 collector's edition. It came with a Los Santos cap and a money bag, like you would do a money drop in. All right. For 10 years, it just sat around unused. And then I started using the hat as a prop in my streams. And I used it for a couple of years, right? But I never used the money bag. I don't know. We'll have to see. Could I see myself playing GTA 6 if it comes to PC? Yes, but the thing is, like, how long will that be? If I buy GTA 6 and I play it on PS5 Pro, and then within a year it comes out on PC, I don't want to play it again that soon. You know what I mean? I'm glad to hear that you got home safe, Toasty Chestnuts. What has Kat been playing? She's been trying various Game Pass games. And I think there was one that she was playing for a while. I don't know if she's still playing it. It was like Tower. It's a game where you play as a fantasy character, but it's kind of a side-scrolling beat 'em up, but it's an RPG. So you could play it different ways. You could play it as like a fast-moving character, or it's more like a tank, and you're fighting against various different enemies, and you're grinding on a map. Like the map, it's basically an interesting game, but there's like online co-op you can do, but you don't have to. So she's done some online co-op and some solo, but she seems to like it. But I don't know if she's still playing it. She was playing it like last week. Towerborn, is that what it's called? Towerborn? What outfit am I going to put Lucia in when I play the game? Whatever is the least revealing. So if they have like a full burqa, I'll put her in a big burqa. but I'll also cover her face and eyes too. You know what? I'll just put her in a beekeeper suit from head to toe. There we go. Sounds good. Syndicator says, keep in mind, Rockstar never fakes their trailers. The final games always look better than the trailers, 99% guaranteed. That's how it'll look in a year. Okay, there you go. What is my favorite GTA game? I would argue that the first one I ever really played that was sandbox was GTA 4. Okay. So I absolutely love GTA 4. I really do. I think it's a great game. Of the original trilogy that I played in 2012 when I had this crazy summer of GTA games, Vice City. But I think that's because it's 1980s vibe, mafia vibe, those vibes that are kind of more entertaining to me. They appeal more to me. But I really like GTA 4. So, okay. Come on, let's get our first sub of the day over on Kick. We haven't had a single sub yet on Kick. Let's get some subs on Kick right now. All right, let's do it. I played GTA 1. I actually owned it on PC. It came with something for free. Back in the 90s, I was a PC guy and I built PCs and stuff. I think I'd bought like one of the peripherals or components of my PC came with a free copy of GTA 1. So I did play it. It's super fucking hard. It's actually very difficult. No, I have not seen the Borderlands 4 stuff yet. It seems like every day when I say I might do it, we get other stuff that kind of trumps it. Like every day there's been game news and stuff to cover. So I just haven't gotten around to it, you know? Toasty Chestnuts, I'm now banning you. I can't believe you just said that. Seriously, not even funny. It's actually really messed up. So now you're in a permanent ban. I'm not even kidding. I can't believe he just said that in the chat. He thinks that's funny. It's not. So now you're gone. It's actually so offensive. I don't even want to give this guy a chance to unban him for what he said. It's that offensive, what he just said. It's not offensive to me. It's just offensive in general. I can't believe he actually said that. What an asshole. He thinks it's, see what I mean about these good old boys club over on Kick of people who think that they're funny. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to say this really offensive thing and get away with it because I'm a regular on Kick. No, you're not. No, you're not. You don't get to say and do whatever you want. You don't get to insult an entire group of people. You don't get to do that. Sorry. Not allowed on my streams. As I've said, on my streams, everyone is welcome. Everyone. From every walk of life, from every opinion about gaming or anything. I don't care. I don't want to have someone coming in saying despicable shit like that. What a fucking asshole. So sorry, you're gone and you're not coming back, and there's no exceptions. What a stupid idiot. You don't want to know what he said, and I'm not repeating it. I'm literally not repeating it. It was so offensive. It was actually offensive to an entire group of people, and then it was also offensive to a religion. So I'm definitely not saying it. Okay. All right. Let's get back on track with positivity. What do you guys want to talk about today? We still have over 20 minutes to chill here on the podcast. And whatever you want to chat about, I'm down for before we go into Oblivion Remastered, which I'm excited for. Today, I think what we'll do, we should go to each town and close the Oblivion gates so that each town can be recruited for the story. But then we should maybe start doing factions. And already we have either Dark Brotherhood or Fighters Guild that we can start. I don't know where the other factions are, but I'm sure we can find them. What's my thoughts on Oblivion Remastered so far? Honestly, the graphics have a major overhaul, but that's about it. Like, I haven't really noticed much else improved besides maybe the combat is a little less wonky. I've noticed you can like block and parry better now. Like, it's a little easier than the original game. But outside of that, it's almost identical. Like, seriously, it's almost exactly the same. So I don't even know why. Like, it's not that big of a change from the original. It's got a lot of the same bugs and issues. Very weird. I still like the game. Like, it's a great visual overhaul. And I understand why people maybe who are apprehensive about playing the original are all excited because they finally get to play it and it looks like a modern game. But man, it's definitely Oblivion. Like, they didn't change too much from the original. Will I cover Elena in Street Fighter 6 if I'm not able to get the Switch day one? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Let's talk a little bit about fighting games now. I've gotten burned out on fighting games because Street Fighter 6, sadly, is just not a very good game anymore. All right. And it's not just me saying that. There's a tons of people in the FGC who have come to that conclusion that the game was good year one, but year two, it became too much about exposing the meta. And now that we're heading into year three, there's just not that much interesting about the game. The entire game is literally rush down, push someone to the corner, and then it's either a 50-50 guess or a throw loop. That's the entirety of the game, and it's not entertaining or fun to play anymore. It's just boring. And I agree. Like, when I play Street Fighter 6 these days, I just get bored because every single match feels exactly the same. Okay? So that's why I stopped playing Street Fighter 6. Even, I played Mai Shiranui, I got her to master, and I just, I don't want to play this anymore. I did one stream with Honda. I got bored, and I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. I just feel like the game is it needs to be revamped. It needs to not be every single match is exactly the same, because it is now. It all feels exactly the same. So I guess we'll see when Elena comes out if I even play it. I don't even know. I am very excited because in a little over a week, I want to say it's the 16th of this month, I'll check, is the release of the Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Now, that collection has Capcom vs. SNK 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. 2 games that will be very fun to play, all right, and a very good time. But also, it has some party-style games like Power Stone, shitty Capcom Fighting Jam is in there. So there's going to be some decent stuff in the game. I'm excited to play that and get into it. Now, I was never very good at those games, but also those games didn't really have an online presence. It'll be the first opportunity to really play those games in an online competitive setting. So maybe I'll actually end up really liking them. I don't know. We'll see. That's really where my focus is for fighting games right now. I want to play that collection and see if it's good. Hopefully it is. I don't really care about Street Fighter 6 right now. So I guess we'll see when Elena comes out if I'm even interested. See, it doesn't even really matter about Switch 2. It's more about, do I even care about the game? And the answer is right now, I really don't. I just don't have a desire to play Street Fighter 6 at all. I'm not eager to jump back into it. Okay. I just received a $3 tip from Big Papa Phil. They need to loosen up the screws on Street Fighter 6. It feels too over-tightened in terms of mechanics. The game's meant to be played with very tight frame data in mind, and each match feels the same as players do the same stuff over and over. Yeah, it's like I said, here's the thing about a good fighting game. You can tell if a fighting game is very good because a true fighting game allows you to have creative control over the game. What does that mean? It means that when you play a good fighting game, essentially, you're like an artist who's given a canvas and you're given tools to paint, but then you can create your own work of art. So, for example, one person may be given a canvas with a set of watercolors, and they paint a beautiful outdoor landscape, green fields, right? And it might be a vibrant style. Someone else might take the exact same canvas and watercolors and paint a big bear that's bloodthirsty with blood squirting out of its mouth, and it's a completely different art style. Someone else might just do an abstract painting that's, you don't even know what it is, and it's a completely different art style again. And then, right, and Brezzy says the last guy just paints a door. Right, last guy says, he just paints a brown door. Done. That's what a fighting game should be like. And each one of those styles should be perfectly viable in the game. So, for example, if you play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which again to this day I still say is one of the best, if not the best fighting game ever made, someone can pick Ryu. And one person can say, I like to play Ryu Keep Away. I stand from mid to far range, throwing fireballs and trying to zone you. If you jump, I either do Shoryuken or I hit you with an anti-air normal, or I play footsies with you and I trip you. I keep you away. Then someone else might say, well, I play Ryu and I like a more up close in your face Smash Mouth style. I use moves to interrupt or predict what you're going to do. I do combos that can lead to dizzies. I do mix ups with throws. Both of those styles are completely different, but both of those styles can be viable in a tournament setting, and people have won entire competitions playing Ryu in those different styles. That is the sign of a good fighting game, that you can play the game differently at a high level depending on your own style and still succeed. Street Fighter 6 is basically every character can be played one way. That is the way to go. And so every time that you face a Cammy, you know exactly what that Cammy is going to do because the meta is what the meta is and nothing else will fly, right? If you fight against a Jury, if you fight against a JP, if you fight against a Blanca, a Honda, you know what they're going to do before the match has started. And every match looks the same. And when you're watching, you can't even determine, hey, is that Tokido playing, or is that Daigo playing, or is that a guy from Europe playing? You can't figure it out because everyone plays the characters the same because that's what the game has become. That's awful. That's boring. There's no creativity. There's no artistry. There's not even skill. It's just, I learned ad nauseum what to do by repetition over and over. And who has the best execution and who guessed right today? Because that's the other problem. The game is so heavily based on guessing. I'm going to do a 50-50 guess, and if it hits, I win. And if it misses, well, it's kind of still safe, so I have a chance to try again. But if I have an execution error, then it's my opponent's turn to take over, and then they control the guessing. That's not a fighting game. That's literally a pattern puzzle game. I'm not even kidding you. That's like a puzzle game. But that's what they turned Street Fighter into, because essentially what they wanted to do is they wanted to make it so that any schlub could play it at an impressive looking level. So they dumbed down all the inputs, they dumbed down the combos, they dumbed down the timing, they dumbed it down so anyone who can just sit there for an hour practicing something and be able to do it. So now when you have absolutely no skill required to play the meta, everyone plays the meta the same. And that's sad. So that's the problem for me with Street Fighter 6. I just don't find it entertaining anymore because it's too samey, it's too easy, right? I feel like a great game truly needs to have so much to it that anyone can play in the style that they want, but it could still be viable. And that's sadly just not the case with GTA 6. Excuse me, with Street Fighter 6. I got GTA on the brain today. I keep saying GTA in place of everything else, which is funny. Okay. Thank you to Squirt Rocks. I appreciate you, Squirt Rocks, for the first gifted sub of the day. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Finally, we got one. So, guys, we're up to 24 bucks of support. Now, can we get some more support momentum going here? All right? Why? Because don't you want to do the marathon tomorrow? I know I do. I want to do the Viewer's Choice Marathon tomorrow. I want to have a variety of games you guys nominated and voted on. I want to be drinking some booze and chilling with all of you. I want to have some food. I want to have a good old time tomorrow. It's now 1 month since my birthday marathon. And we've been doing marathons on the pace of about one a month. So it's the dead on time to do it. So let's get some support going. Let's hit the goals. By the end of this podcast, let's hit one goal, leaving only one more to get for the rest of the day. Jade says, I'll see you tonight for Call of Duty. He says, Street Fighter 6 is my Street Fighter game I play easy to me, now not easy. I don't know what you mean by that, Jay. I lost you. But I'll see you tonight for Call of Duty for sure. Sounds good. Cool. Okay. The villain says Fatal Fury has died in 2 weeks. The game's too hard for casual attendance. Is it seriously dead? Is it seriously done? No one's playing it anymore? It already died? Well, if that's the case, I'm really glad I didn't buy it and put time into it. I mean, I would argue that if Fatal Fury died, it's because, number one, the art style is a little weird. They tried to go with this weird cel-shaded animation look in 2025. I don't think it really resonates with a widespread audience like it may have used to. Like, the days of Beautiful Joe, the cell shading worked. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it worked because it made it look like a comic book. But using that cel-shaded art style now is a little bizarre, I feel. And then on top of it, I'm going to be honest, I think it's because the game was backed by so much Saudi money. They put so much advertising and marketing into it that was bizarre. Let's put a DJ in there. But who the fuck is that DJ? No one even knows who that is. Why do we want him as a guest character? Why the fuck are we putting football players in there? Like, what are you talking about? Right? It's just stupid. And I felt like it was the game that was more for money printing than for a game that you really care about. The more that I saw of it being pushed at WrestleMania and shit, I was just like, God, this is awful, you know? So I just didn't care about it. Oh, man. Okay. All right, guys. So what else is on your mind? We still have about another 10, 15 minutes of the show before we adjourn. And again, guys, it would be great to get some more support. Let's get momentum going so we can hit 2 goals today and we can do the marathon tomorrow. Please, let's hit it. Where exactly did the devs confirm 30 frames per second on every console? Where did they do that? Don't just tell me it happened. Show me what you're talking about. Tell me where to get that information because I don't believe you. Yes, super chats count, DZ Ape. Yes, they do. Jade says, first I played Modern Controls. You're saying it was the first Street Fighter that you ever played. You played on Modern Controls because they were easier to do. You used to watch me play Super Street Fighter 4 and 5. Gotcha. Did I ever have barbecue for DSP Tries It? Yeah, once we did Famous Dave's, and it was awful. All of the food ended up being like overcooked and dry. So it was really a waste of money. Like I spent a whole ton of money on it, and it actually wasn't that good. Oh, by the way, that Famous Dave's that I ordered from that time, they've gone out of business. They closed. So yeah, pretty bad. Jade, I'll see you tonight. See you later, man. What was my favorite game growing up? My favorite platformer was Mario, Super Mario World. My favorite RPG was Final Fantasy IV, then Final Fantasy VI. My favorite fighting game was Street Fighter 2. But those are probably like the big ones for me in my head that I think of when I was growing up. DZ Ape just did an $11 super chat. Thank you, DZ. He says, I want to get my name on the leaderboard. What mini games are you hoping to see in GTA 6, like surfing, etc.? Man, see, now that it's in Vice City, but now that it's modern times, they could do a ton of crap, right? They could do all kinds of water sports like jet skiing, surfing, boogie boarding, but they could also do, geez, what else could they do? They could do various different kinds of like stuff. Like I'm sure they're gonna have like carnival stuff on the waterfront. They'll probably have like stuff like that going on the water. Um, I'm sure also they're gonna have all kinds of like just this. There's gonna be this drug runner guy, Brian or whatever his name was. There's probably gonna be all kinds of like drug running side missions and stuff. I wonder if they'll have like an Easter egg, like reference to say like when you were delivering the drugs in Vice City with the ice cream, what cherry poppers or whatever it was. I wonder if they'll have something like that. You know, I mean, there's probably gonna be a lot of stuff in it, tons of content. Abdullah says Fatal Fury currently has 817 viewers. Mortal Kombat 1 has 677. Tekken 8 has 1,200. Street Fighter 6 has 4,500. Jeez. No, I have not reached out to Wings of Redemption to be on the show. It's on Games Radar, and ex-dev confirmed the game can only run at 30 frames because it has forced ray tracing. He's an ex-dev. They don't even work there anymore. How the fuck would they know anything? Don't you love these bullshit stories that there's no way they can actually be confirmed? Oh, an ex-dev is saying this. They don't work at the company anymore. How the fuck would they know what's going on? Who do I think would win in a street fight? Stephen Hawking or Boogie? Boogie, because Stephen Hawking is dead. So Boogie wouldn't have to do much to win the fight. Yes, Abdullah, we talked about Gears of War yesterday. We already talked about that. It was one of my stories from yesterday's show. No, I did not see iShowSpeed in the GTA trailer. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see him. And I watched it, and I didn't. If he's in there, he's not prominent. I already answered that. That my favorite GTA game is probably GTA 4 because it was the first one I played when I was getting back into console gaming in like 2007. And it really showed me and inspired me to see what modern gaming could do. That Liberty City in that game really made me remember things that I had done when I'd actually gone to New York City during my Street Fighter days. And seeing, this vibrant world that felt real and the graphics looked so good at the time on the Xbox 360. It was very inspiring, to be frank. But overall, once I started playing the classic GTAs, I really liked Vice City because of its 80s vibe. So, I never played Dragon Ball Z Budokai on PS2, so I don't have thoughts about it. Do I have an opinion on what game I would like to see win the viewer's choice? There's no winning the viewer's choice. This is not a vote, a poll for number one. Do you understand that? Basically, what the polling is doing, it's allowing us to figure out, um, it allows us to figure out what games we're going to be playing, but it's not like, oh, this one's the overall winner. There's no winner. It's going to be like the top 4 games. When are we getting a new calendar video like back in the day? I don't really do those anymore, but every once in a while, especially usually during like a podcast, I will do like a schedule update where we'll go through the schedule and cover what games are coming out. But I haven't done one in quite a while. The one we talked about that on yesterday's show. Check out yesterday's podcast for my thoughts on the Gears of War remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Anything else, guys? Any other final topics? And can we get any more support, or are we done for now? Again, I really hope we hit at least a goal on this stream. I mean, we want to get that momentum flowing so we can do the marathon tomorrow. I'm ready for it. I'm, geared up. I told you we could literally do the marathon any day this week as soon as we hit the goals. So let's hit the goal on this stream. Let's hit it tonight for Call of Duty. Let's do the marathon tomorrow, okay? All right. All right, guys, let's end the show. And again, my apologies. It was such an impromptu stream today. It wasn't planned that I was going to be doing a podcast originally, but things fell through. And so I ended up being here. I'm glad that I was able to react to the GTA 6 stuff. I hope you enjoyed that. Tomorrow, I hope tomorrow, number one, we are doing the marathon. And I hope that tomorrow, number two, I can do a podcast. Right now, things are up in the air with this thing, so I don't even know what's going on. I tell you, I am streaming tomorrow no matter what. I'm not going to allow nonsense to mess with my work schedule in any huge way. All right, so rest assured, I'll be here tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I hope that you enjoyed today's content. I hope that you will join me tomorrow if I do a show. And for the rest of the week, we still have several more streaming days after today. It's a great one. Thank you guys so much for being here and for watching on demand. And I will see you all next time. Peace out.